Thank you, thank you. I worked super hard on downloading it. So does everyone remember their positions? It's very quiet. Are people there?
And
Oh,
For everybody, it seems like.
so
Yep.
I hear people.
Yeah.
I didn't have to leave
Yeah,
and
that's
rejoin
normal.
though. James, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here now.
I can hear James and Ash. Is there anyone else?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Muji.
I can hear you guys.
can
Can
hear
you hear
Drake.
me?
Do you
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
Can
Lunchbox
hear
and
you,
Larry?
I do not hear Lunchbox and Leary.
Oh,
Do you?
there goes-
This is a really weird like lag. I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna
understand it.
try. I'm gonna try and leave and rejoin because I didn't do that.
I'll
Yeah.
fix the markers in the meantime.
You know,
Okay,
it's
I'm back. Oh,
Discord being Discord.
I hear Lunchbox.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can hear you.
progress.
Okay. I can see Tika's name lighting up, but I can't hear. Yes, I can.
Yep.
You
Okay.
should be able to tell people now. Okay. So where are we?
Everybody remember their clock positions?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool, cool.
Just need to work out the vine thingies right now, I
Yeah.
guess.
Do they always, those little bramble thingies, do they always spawn in the clock positions, or do they spawn,
They spawn
where we
where
get
you
pushed?
are when you get pushed back.
Yeah.
Price lane. Okay. Clocks. I think.
It is glowing, so rotate.
Damn.
And then back.
I was hoping that was a wider AoE.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, you might get hit by 2 here.
Ouch.
Of course it's me!
You're welcome.
Oh
James.
dear.
You're welcome.
Oring swap.
Yep. Did I get it? I didn't get it at the time. My bad.
It's fine. Fine.
It doesn't matter if we die here, we can just need to work out this next mechanic. I
Yep.
won't move. Don't worry about healing me.
Coming up in a second.
Okay, so this is knockback. I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Okay. Oh dear.
Okay. Break. Tether. Oh, yeah. Fucking stand here.
Okay, tethers are up. I'm tethered to Tika.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's
Oh
okay.
no.
No.
Oh.
Okay, so you do have time to break all the tethers. It's just
Yeah.
remembering where the room's cut
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I was tethered to Ali and we couldn't break it.
You need
What
to be
if
really
we-
fast at running.
Oh, there's two of them. There's two of them. And they're different.
I actually
What about if,
have a diagram on Reddit, and well, I don't know if you want to do this blind or if you want me to tell like
A little bit blind, unless we get like
yeah,
really
sure.
stuck.
Just let me know if you want me to tell how it could be done.
If we get
Fair enough.
sick of smashing
Sure.
our heads against the wall, I'm sure we'll look it up.
Yep.
Are the
I'll just
tethers,
keep quiet then.
when we're tethered to other people, is it random?
Sort of.
It
Yes
does
and
seem
no.
a little random. I'm not really sure. Like, I think we need to experiment with it a bit more.
Is it like
I mean, I've
Titania,
been
where
tethered
it's
to a
like
healer
things-
every time. So
Yeah, I was tethered to a tank and then a healer, so
So you want to maybe tanks and healers go one corner, DPS go to another corner, see what happens.
If it's you won't know which corner you're on. I imagine. I mean, if you drop the bulb and then maybe I don't know, go around. Everyone like gets close to the boss. I mean, then you're always close to it.
We should just get close to the boss on that. We should just get as close as we can to the middle and then run out.
Well, I mean, like stay.
Then we can't
Yeah, well,
break
like
the-
stay by your bulb. You
break the
can
bulb.
because if it's in close, if it's in close proximity, still, I mean, it's only really a problem if you're really far away from the person you
So
want to break.
you're
the
saying we get
bramble
pushed
with.
back, then run back in, then run
Like-
back away again.
No. Well, if everyone stays kind of in their clock position and then kind of goes to the boss as soon as you get pushed back, if you're tethered to a random person, then you're all in the same sort of distance away from one another. If that makes sense.
Like in the boss hitbox sort of thing, out on the outside of it, maybe.
I mean, if it's random, then at least everyone is the same distance from one another, so no one has to run exceptionally far.
We can try that.
If everyone's in the same distance from their bulb, then that's like equal
I don't-
distance on both ends.
I don't know if I understand what you're suggesting to do.
So if everyone has to get knocked back right to a corner to drop the bulb or their clock position, right, because the bulb spawns on you.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as that happens, I think everyone should go, stay in their clock positions, but go to the boss in the middle.
Okay.
And then when the brambles spawn, you get tethered to someone, but everyone is close to one another, so you don't have, because how long it takes to break the bramble is based by how long the tether is. So if everyone's close together, then they don't have to run very far away to break it.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think it's worth a try.
It's a very convoluted
Try
way,
it.
but no. I mean, if it's random, then at least that's one controllable variable.
I think we can try it. Does anyone else
Okay.
have an idea?
Sure.
The only other idea I would have thought is if we all go on like one side and then like run to the other side or something. Like one person will run to the other side.
The only issue is the person that's furthest away from a bramble is probably screwed.
Yeah.
Because they still have to break that bramble.
No,
and
like
if
they move
can't-
so you start moving after the tether, so one person moves first and breaks both of the tethers, and then the person remaining tether to their bramble moves forward and breaks that one.
I think we
enough
just
time though to get to the safe spot for the big 2 AoE mechanics that come straight afterwards though. This is my concern.
I think I just figured it out, but I want to see just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like
We'll try
if
the
it-
first plan first.
Yeah.
We'll try Drake's first, but then
If
I
it's-
think I know what it is.
Okay, okay.
I feel like if it's true that tanks and healers are always tethered to DPS, that has something to do with it.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like maybe having the tanks go north or the DPS go south, and like spread out and thing. If it like tethers to the closest bramble,
I think we
That'd
should
be-
get pushed to corners if we're gonna split that way, because the safe spot, I can't tell the safe spots for those big AoEs if it's always east and west or if it's random east and west and north and south.
Like that, it's always east and west. At least it was for the last tries.
Then north and south, yeah, if we went north and south with the tethers, east and west would be safe.
I was just thinking of Titania. Maybe it's something like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Let's try.
Glow, rotate.
Go. Back.
Good job, Ash.
Yes. Initiative
Bully.
review. Okay.
Swap. Nice.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is gonna be very messy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no way to break my tether. Doing that.
And that way we don't have enough time to move to the safe spots.
Deleted.
What if we are all what if we are all like stacking on north and south, like healers and DPS, no, healers and tanks on north, DPS on south, using the anti-knockback, and then just to drop all the, I don't know what's called it.
Well, the things in the middle, you mean?
At one point, and then healers and tanks move to A or B, and DPS on the opposite side, C and D.
How long does the brambles stay in the middle though? Because we might need to run back at some point. Is that what I'm worried about?
I don't know if it's gonna be a problem having them like exactly in the middle.
Does
Because we do
anti-knockback
have-
work on it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it does. It just screwed us in the past. We didn't actually use it. But in this case, it might be helpful.
Yeah, I completely forgot about knockback.
So
Resistance.
yeah, so we're just gonna leave the brambles in the middle, then
Because
tanks and
if
healers
we are
go to A
doing
or B, and thing goes D or
If-
C. Is that right?
Yeah, if we are doing it clockwise, we also like block the safe spot for the big AoEs coming up next,
Yeah.
kinda. So it gets really tight there then.
I think it's definitely something to do with North and like splitting the arena up, like tanks and
Like
DPS,
Titania,
etc.
basically. Yeah.
I just don't know how to really elegantly solve the bramble dropping.
Well, I think
We
just
can do
dropping
the
it in the
thing.
middle could work.
Yeah. Drop
Right,
in the middle,
let's try that
headline.
now. And
Tanks
just try
and
it
healers
like
go
this.
north and everyone else south.
Okay.
How close to the middle should we actually drop it? Like right in the middle? Or...
Sure.
More or less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find out what happens.
Yeah.
Moogie, do you want me to shirk back to you after the tank buster, or you want me to keep it?
Up to you. I know it's not a useful thing to say, but I think it's
I'll
a bit too early to decide how
Right.
to do it.
Right.
Damn it. I messed with my opener.
Glowing.
Hey, Nala.
Hi, Nala.
Oh, fuck.
Instant sabotage.
Tricked.
Okay, get ready to move to your spots. Right. Yeah. Knock back. How do I use it too
Oh, I
soon?
used my
don't
too
know how to use
early.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Be too early.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, okay,
Nope.
okay.
You can't do that.
But we can't stack them clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
No.
just like our clock position is right on the boss outline.
Yep.
Yeah, right on the targeting circle.
It was satisfying how we all died at the same time though.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
it's a team building
Shut up.
exercise.
Stop it.
Tanks healed do not be used.
Stop.
This is surface. Oh, you want to do it into Cardinal? We can do that. Yeah, this makes more sense into Cardinal.
It's a shorter distance to the safe spots for the AoEs too.
Okay, GPS to southwest. Okay. East.
Where will we drop the brambles in this case? Just drop them where we get knocked back to, and then we run to the corner we're supposed to be.
Maybe a bit spread out so that we don't stack and die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple seconds before when we drop the bramble to when the tethers actually come out, so you do have time to drop off. Do you drop the brambles to run to an area? I still think the brambles will be a problem if you put them in the middle, but I mean, you have enough time if you get knocked back and then drop them out and then go to, you know, the corners. If you want to do that. Or how are we doing the brambles? Are we just not leaving them out again, or are we putting them like in the corners where we're standing? Or what are we trying?
Not sure I quite understand how the tethers are gonna break.
Well, we need to work out where we're dropping the brambles first in this case, if we're going to do the corners.
Yeah, just getting spread out, like getting knocked back with clockwise, and then move to your position, right? And then just like Ali said, right? Maybe I got that.
So, wait, are we dropping our brambles in our usual clock positions and then following
Like
that protocol, or-
after the knockback, DPS go here, right?
Okay.
And tanks
Yeah,
and
sounds
healers go to B.
Yeah.
Then we are.
Well, that might not work if we're dropping the brambles. Like, you have a bramble right here
Yeah.
if you do that.
Mm.
So if you want to run away, you go straight for a bramble. Rather.
Are we dropping the brambles in on the targeting circle? Like if this is the boss, this is the targeting circle. We're dropping them around the circle and then getting knocked back to A and B?
I don't think we can.
Oh no, the knockback already happened, right?
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah. Knockbacks first.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, the brambles have to be dropped as far away as we can. Like, then we run from the brambles and... But we're missing something with this.
So like we drop the puddles right around this area and
How far do you have to run to break a tether? If it's like it spawns when you're like on top of the bramble, basically.
Yeah, no worries, Ash. Gives us more time to figure out the brambles. that's not true. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to put down the markers, right?
Well, I mean, you said you saved them.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So Drake, I'd go A, and you go.
Was there any developments on the plan that I need to know of?
Oh yeah. So you were away. Like, we were just tired. I just have no idea what's going on. What's a quick way to sum it up? So we're going tanks and healers north. DPS going south in this case. So I guess you'll B. Well, as Tika says, so you'll be C.
I can be
Jake's D.
anything. Can I just...
And
So
then
just
you
one
run.
of them.
Yeah, so you drop your brambles, then we run back to the middle ever so slightly. And then... Are we running to the corners after that? I can't remember what we said. I think we just swapped the positions, like north and south with the person we're tethered to.
And then
So we
we have to
dropped
get to
them.
the.
We drop them, we run to the middle, the tethers spawn, then we run to the opposite end of the arena, basically. Is that right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
like, I drop
would
mine at
say-
say C, and then you run back into say max melee. Once the tethers spawn, you run to the other side of the arena,
Okay.
across from C. But then remember, we have to get to the safe spots behind 1 and 2. Relatively
Check.
quickly.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, we need to science
Okay.
it a teeny bit more.
Okay,
You guys are a nice
ready?
talker.
let's try it.
Okay.
Don't go.
Which is Priat North. Where are you? Are you 1 or are you south?
Healers are going to be 3 and 4. I think we decided.
Yeah, so 4 is yours.
Yeah. Okay.
You just know it's going to combine this mechanic with something else later on. It's going to be
Of course.
awful.
It's gonna be a disaster.
Gonna be easy. Barely an inconvenience. Right, Ash?
You said it wrong.
Your face said it wrong.
Well, I didn't say it.
Exactly.
It's not glowing, is it?
Not glowing.
Just trying to move so you can stay inside your ley lines.
What do I consider a
So nice
tank?
of you.
Swap.
Oh shit! Did I get that in time?
Nice.
Nailed it.
Okay, this is just the AoE, so that moves not back.
Don't we want to get hit back anyway, though?
Yeah, we want to get knocked back, right?
Okay,
Drop
so here we go.
Drop them, move back in.
So it's north and south, by the way.
Oh, not yet, not yet. Now we sprint.
Oh, what?
Oh, mine broke. Yay.
North and south, north and south. Oh, just not north and south. I'm done.
Okay.
Oh,
I get
fuck.
It. I get it.
might
I
be a
get it.
problem. Wide angle.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
this is a problem.
sides and then in front.
Yeah, this is a.
They stay
Oh.
around for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
I think they need to go to corners.
God, what an annoying mechanic.
And only the first fight.
Hmm. So they,
Okay, so that's not gonna work.
yeah, the marker's not going to work in this case.
Or is it? No, it's not.
It's not because when the boss goes south or north, then there's no safe spot here to
Yeah.
stack.
Yeah.
Maybe we just have to be fast. Like,
I don't.
Off sprint.
Once we can't run through those bramble, yeah.
mean, fair enough. I popped sprint, but I didn't make it in time.
Yeah, there's a lot of real estate we're not using for the brambles that probably need to be used.
We're thinking they go in the corners in that case, then?
Yeah, I would say they probably.
I don't think they can be. I don't know if they can be on top of one another. Isn't that how we all died at the beginning when
Yeah.
we tried stacking them?
No, they can't be on top of one another. But we can spread them out in the corner, kind of like this, right? Like in an arc.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
there's not too many of us, like, we don't have all 8 people in the same corner, it shouldn't be too hard.
We'd only need 2 people to a
Okay.
corner. Like, it's fairly wide. Like, we could have like Zell there and like me there, and, like an example. That might be wide enough.
Yeah, that would definitely be wide enough, I'd say.
And then we'd have the whole of this little area here to run to. Or obviously the north and east in that case. Does that make sense?
But,
Am I crazy?
but then we have to just have the tank north, northeast, east, west, and northwest, right? Like tanks and healers, and the DPS 1000 for clockwise. Or is my brain already like shattered?
It's far too soon to be shouted now. Another half an hour. Just marking those as the safe spots. Might be a good spot to get knocked back to in that case then. There?
Am I back?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think that's too close?
Welcome back. No, I think that's not close.
No, that should be good. Folks.
So we have a bramble on A and then one on B, and it's the same for the rest of the arena.
Okay.
That
Should
leaves
give
the
us plenty
Cardinals
of room.
completely
Got that, but I have Tia next to me, so this is a DPS, and as we know, healers will get tether with 1 DPS, right?
free. Yeah, so we'd need the DPS still going to one side in that case, right?
Yeah.
I'm terrible at putting down markers, by the way, so if these are wrong, just feel free to correct them.
No, that looks close.
Like something like that.
Good job, James.
Thank you, Ash. I like to become, complimented on my markers. Well, the north, the northeast corner is a little screwed. But like that, is that good? Is that a good idea?
That's fine. So who's going where?
So me and Tika could come to A and B, I think. Ash and Drake go to C and D. Where do tanks and healers want to go? I don't know what's the best way to optimize that.
Keep them. I don't know.
Well, I was on the west side, so I will go west, northwest.
Okay, northwest.
I
can
can
have to
go
just-
3. I think Zal can go.
Yeah, we'll
northeast
go on
with
4 then.
Ali?
I'll go where?
So
where
Would
there's no
be
markers.
north, northeast corner with Ali.
Yeah. East northeast.
well, I guess we can use 1 and 2 in that case. It's pretty easy to remember.
We can
west
use 1 and 2, yeah.
There's 2.
So I'll go to 2.
I don't know if that's. I can't really see it right there. Seems a little bit off.
Probably close enough, it's fine.
Like that?
Yep.
Look at us having a plan and everything.
I mean, we've had several.
It's
You
like
just
a
have to
fifth
work.
plan.
This will also probably be wrong. Let's just figure it out.
We've probably like way overcomplicated it. It's going to be
Oh,
something
I'm sure we
That's
have.
usually how it
stupidly
goes.
easy.
I mean, it's the first fight. You would think it would be easier than like this convoluted thing.
Okay. Perfectly centered, but not really, but almost.
Perfectly, but not really.
That's a cool blow.
Swap.
Poking?
That's so scary.
It just goes on both sides of you.
AoE?
Okay, obscure words. Comes the knockback.
Let's pray this works.
Ash, do you want DLC?
I'll take C, I
Good.
suppose. Where are we going? That way.
Safe spot.
Oh no.
And then north.
Anti-air.
It's sides first, right? And then the middle?
That was wide. Oh, there too.
I didn't know it alternated. I can't change like that. It's not fair.
Why is Savage so complicated?
It's almost
Hey,
as if
right.
it's in the name.
It worked, right?
Yeah, it seemed to
I
work.
mean, it
for me.
worked. We just died to the next mechanics, so.
Yeah? Anyone have any problems with that?
It seemed to work.
No.
Look at us, working things out.
How far
Working
off are we?
together.
Huh?
How far off are we, Tiga?
A little bit.
A little bit.
There is a bit easier, easier version to it, but.
Yeah, we figured.
You wanna try
I
again
need to
like
see
that?
complex play, like math and geometry and
Okay,
Uh,
that's really good.
yeah. I don't really know the pattern with the way she's doing the things with the way.
Oh. Take more food.
I'm gonna try some. Oh, I'm gonna try and pay attention to what she casts this time.
Trying to pay attention, that's a good idea.
I think
The first-
anti-air is like the circle.
Yeah, the wide angle is the first one we saw.
Yeah.
Anti-angle.
There's a smell of petrol coming from outside.
Glowing? Ash, is your house on fire?
No, no, no.
Please don't.
Pretty good.
The serial arsonist you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, there has been a spout of fires.
Buster coming up.
Provoking.
Oh, I shouldn't be there.
I'm kind of worried I'm going to get hit by that as well.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. AoE.
No!
Oh!
Oh, you guys are gonna super die. Okay, so
And
So it's me and you, Drake.
We're going north.
Cool.
yeah.
Ow.
so that's
Oh,
what?
gee.
What is that? Like,
What do
is
you
it
do
point?
for that?
I don't know. It hits twice. I saw that.
That was my mistake. Yeah, sorry, that was my mistake.
So that was a AOE, right? That's around the boss.
Is it
The
relative
first
to
thing
the
looked like.
Is it relative to the boss's position? Like the closer we are, the less damage it does, or
It didn't seem like just an AOE. Like regardless of where we were, we got hit.
Yeah, like around yeah. So
I thought
get
they
away
just
from
said
her
you
for
were-
anti-air.
Yeah, and it hits like once and then becomes bigger. I thought there was a safe spot inside, but there isn't. Because for wide angle, it hits a wide angle, and then it heads to the sides. So you just like move
So-
to the sides of it, and then
so for
back
the
to
like
the
say,
center.
if it's coming, like if she's between two and D, so for the first hit you're in the corner, and then you move into the center. Is that how it works, or
That's for wide angle.
yeah?
For anti-air, you just like stay away. Apparently,
Stay
I
away
don't
from
know.
her or stay away from each other?
Stay away from her.
That's
like
I've only seen
the
the
AOE thing around her.
But there's been
Yeah.
multiple AoEs. There was at least 2 of them.
I've only seen 2 AoEs, both centered on the boss. One bigger than like the second bigger than the first.
I thought
don't
it was
know if
centered
it's
on a
because, like-
person. Because I remember
Yeah, I
one of
don't
our
know-
first runs, like yesterday, one was
I don't
centered
know if
on
it was
you.
on a person.
There's definitely 2 sets here, right?
Yeah, that might have been wide angle. You saw Ash, anti-air one looked like like an AOE underneath her, and then like, well, I was dead, but I saw everyone just like explode.
Are you still streaming? Just
Are you?
click the next one. Okay.
That said, I bet the second half of this fight is just the mechanics we didn't do the first time. So it can't be that hard, right?
I mean, you say that, but it is
Kind of like
savage.
that chaos fight. What was it called? Was it just called chaos?
Chaos. Yes.
Yeah.
This is also chaos right now.
Not glowing?
No. Was that louder than usual?
I
Then
mean, the
rotate.
audio's on your side. We can't hear for you.
James definitely can.
Buster?
What?
Exactly, James. Exactly my point.
Someone talking to me?
Well
Thank
illustrated.
you. Yeah, perfect.
Kids in my day had respect.
Oh, I struck too soon.
Spectrum.
Wide
This is the
angle.
wide
Wide
angle.
angle, yeah, it's different.
How wide is
So,
it? Am I in a
find
bad
out.
spot?
Find out.
Oof.
Go in and run away from her.
Oh no.
lasers on people there.
No, then it does the point.
No clue what to there.
Yeah, afterwards.
You were
Can I-
fooled.
I point out a problem here.
Yeah, go for it.
Because the puddles are in the way they are right now, it's really hard to get to the safe side when it's the wide AoE, because you kind of have to go around them. You can't
Yeah,
go straight.
I think B is a little too far to the edge.
So
Just
maybe a bit more spread out. Especially like C and D, I was like, okay, there's no safe spot.
Yeah.
Did you see what she's been doing?
Yeah. I was watching.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I saw as well.
For wide angle, get to the corners. Right?
And then head in, yes.
Okay.
Maybe drop the brambles a little just in front of your marker. Just a teeny bit.
There were lasers on people after the wide angle thing went out.
Was it on specific people?
Well, I was dead, but from what I could tell, it was centered on you and Ali, maybe?
Oh, there was one on
I know
me.
Ash was there as well. Yeah, I don't know if that was because you were in the same area as them, or if it was on you specifically, but it was just you three on that side, and you guys just got deleted. But James wasn't, so he died to the thing that came afterwards.
Yeah, the AoE happens afterwards, apparently.
Yeah, in that pattern, looks like.
Wasn't expecting free mechanics in Aurora.
Okay, wait.
No, we know it now.
So in that pattern, it's wide angle, then in, then out.
Well, wide angle lasers on people, then out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But which people, I don't know.
We could just do like
Sure.
a mini spread around the boss.
Yeah. Yeah, they were literally just shot on Ash and check. There, right after you say run away, you see the lasers all shooting out on Ash's side. I'm not blind, am I? You see that?
Yeah, there definitely are lasers. Because I didn't get hit at all. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
got
only
hit
hit
from by
one
the AoE
side.
thing.
Okay.
It did
Yeah.
only hit one side, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was just like. Okay, I see.
how much did you get hit for? Out of curiosity, do you know?
How much did I
You're
get it
talking to
for?
me?
Yeah.
That did not clear at all.
Two people asked and you said yeah.
No, how much did anyone get hit? The person
mean, I
who
got
died
hit
from
3
the
times.
Lasers. The
I got
lasers,
hit 3
mean.
times. I got hit for 60k, and then I took a magic phone, then I got hit for 284 and 100.
That's probably the lasers.
Ouch.
284,000 and a million, actually. So,
Whoa.
it just escalated.
Wow, that doesn't help at all.
Well, I think it does. It means you can survive 1 hit, but I got hit by 3, so it just got deleted. So we probably need to, like, spread out.
Interesting, okay.
We don't really know who it's on though. We don't know if it's on like tank or healers or DPS. Or...
I mean,
Or
there was
all of
already,
the above,
like, a
or
bunch of
both.
people dead, so who knows.
That's
Yeah.
true as well.
Could just be on the
Okay.
tanks. Like, yeah, that's for all we know.
Well, tanks
Could
DPS
be.
and healers. More tanks and healers.
I was watching.
I mean, it hit a tank, a healer, and a me. So,
But is that because you were there or because you were targeted specifically?
I was on
Question.
that side and then moved out.
I don't think it's
I don't know if
proximity,
it's like
'cause
snapshots and something.
Mookie was closer than, or he was also close. And I think he was closer than...
Oh, I did get hit actually. Okay.
I think you just got skimmed though, did you?
Skimmed.
I got hit by
Skimmed.
only one, apparently.
Yeah, you definitely got hit by 1.
Which
You'd
probably
be
means
dead.
I was actually targeted by one. But we
So
still don't know if it goes on tanks and healers or what, because there was people dead. We can just try again then, right?
It might have been 4, looking at it.
Let me have a look.
It does look kind of like 4 beams. But they're very weird looking beams, so who knows. Well, I say we just try again and spread out and see who gets hit by them.
Yeah, it might just be like tanks, DPS, healers sort of thing.
I think it's tanks and healers. That's
This might be just really... yeah, I can see it being that. Not sure where I was going with that.
discriminatory. I mean, I don't know where you were going.
No, I'm just tired and I'm out of it, so I'm just rambling.
Old man ramblings.
I'm not rambling.
He took a senior nap and he's still out of it.
Look, I played Cyberpunk for a very long time.
It's understandable, probably.
Yeah, it's tragic. First world problems. Glowing.
Buster.
Just waiting for the time it kills Ash.
It's gonna happen.
So try to do it slightly in front of the markers.
Also make it easier to break the patterns. No.
That's not
Okay.
It's
Anti-air.
anti-air, so it's a different one.
So does
The
it run
AoE.
away from it?
Is that?
Run away from it and spread, maybe?
Yep, and air's right in front.
See,
Oh,
I knew it
God.
did
I
target
went right to the
people.
other end of the room, I survived. And then I died.
I told you that happened.
You have to go really far, I guess, like... Because I was practically on the
Oh,
other side
it was
of
the
room.
cone.
Okay,
Yep.
one question. Who is C and D?
I'm on C.
Yeah, I'm on D. I'm on D.
Okay, can you just spread the puddles more out, because I just literally had to run around there.
Spread
Okay.
them in which ways? Apart from each other,
Like,
or
yeah, because they were just stocking in.
because
like-
the way we've been doing, we've been stacking close to each other, so there's a gap around the edges. But if you want the
Yeah,
gap in
but
between,
I prefer like a gap here, so
Yeah.
I can just run
Okay.
diagonal, just
That's
like
okay.
that way, and then just run to the safe spot instead of just running around and then just run like this way.
Diagonal, okay.
So, anti-air is we're directly in front of her. Because I didn't get hit by that when I moved back. I don't think any of us did, right?
Yeah.
we didn't get hit by the initial one, but then we all blew
Interesting.
up, and then there was a cone.
There was like... Huh, okay. What's it called? Anti-air, is it? I'm just gonna make it a little bit longer, and let's see if we can clip this. It looked like it did like an AoE... Oh, you clipped it, right. An AoE on itself, and then on the center, or like on someone?
Have a look. So the little AoE, then... Huh.
Is it targeted on someone?
Oh, maybe it's like taking a snapshot of where we're standing. Because I keep moving and I didn't get hit.
I mean,
If
I
you
didn't
look
get
at-
hit, and I was staying still.
Or
Yeah,
it's on specific people and it's just not on you, James.
No, it's taking the snapshot of where we are. It's like twisters.
So it targeted.
Unless it's on the people that were standing there, though.
Look where I am in that clip.
Oh, you're right.
Look,
There's
it
like...
follows me, and then I move out of it, and it drops where I was standing before. It's
No,
like twisters.
it actually hit where Ali was standing exactly. It hit the
There's
tanks
two,
and
though.
healers. Yeah. So
There's two. even.
Larry and Ali are both standing there. It hit both of them, and it hit where Moogie and Zayla were.
So is it on tanks and healers?
I think that's hitting tanks and healers, yeah.
Yeah. Can tanks... Well, I wonder if tanks can survive that one on their own. Do we stack with healers? Then if it's not on DPS, do we know it's on DPS? James didn't get hit. Does anyone else not get hit? I was dead.
Ash didn't get hit as well, so maybe Ash is right. Maybe it's not Twisters.
I mean, I was standing still the whole time, and I got skimmed by Larry's zone, but I didn't get hit by myself.
I didn't get hit on the first one, so...
You blew up, though, at the same time as everyone else.
It's definitely... Okay, yeah. It's on tanks and healers.
Nobody got hit by the first one.
No one got hit by the first one. That's... I think we can agree.
So the first, yeah.
So that, like, the first one's an AoE, and the second one seems to be, like, something similar to an Akmor, like, right on top of tanks and healers, and then there's the cone attack from the other pattern.
Did you take any damage from that, Ash?
I took damage from Larry's one. I took about 8,000.
Okay, maybe...
I took about 80,000 and got a vulnerability stack.
I think I know what happened. I think you're supposed to stack with a DPS in that case, but Ali and Leary overlapped each other, so they killed you regardless.
What, so... You have a healer on each side. 2 DPS with each healer? Would that work?
No, because we need it with the tanks as well. We need a DPS with the tank and DPS with the healer, so one each.
Do you con tanks just use a cooldown?
Need a pretty big cooldown, I think.
Well,
I think you can only survive it with like invuln at that point. Like it seems pretty serious.
We just need to assign a tank of a DPS and a healer with DPS, right?
This is right after doing brambles, so it's...
Which tank or healer wants to join me?
I will, but where are we going? That's the question.
It's a good question, yeah.
Because there are 3 hits.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Larry.
No, it's fine.
There are 3 hits, and for wide angle we have to be in the corners, right?
Yeah.
The anti-air looked like it hit just directly in front of her like an AoE. Wide angle is another AoE where the corners are safe.
So does it go always north or south? Like,
No, it's totally random. For the first AoE, it's totally random. It's either like the south line, like that line here, from here to all the way up here, I think, right? So if you stand out there, like on this, you don't get hit, and then just the 4 squares again, like in a line. So we have, and she's also doing like this line for the east, and the other line for the west, and the other one for north, I think. But not sure at all. So if we have like 1, 2, 3 again, like 1, 2, 3, this line, for example, it would be a one tank and 1 DPS here, the other one here, well, not here.
we can use the inner
Here.
square for that, I guess.
Here, yeah.
The inner adder square, you mean?
It's yeah, you know what I mean, Ash. Don't... Does everyone know what we're talking about?
I get what you're talking about.
I'm slightly confused. What are we doing then? And for what mechanic?
So after the initial little AoE around the boss for that particular pattern, you'd go with a DPS if you're a tank or healer, and you'd obviously line up on this outer square or inner square. If you want to look at it.
And who's going where?
That's a good question. We haven't got that far.
Okay, so we're always going to have like 2 DPS, a tank and a healer. east and the same combination west, right? So we just need to choose like both tanks go north, both healers go south, and one DPS always goes north and the other DPS always goes south.
Wait, what?
Your side. No?
I thought we were landing up here, like, because it's north and south, isn't it? It's like, it's going to be like an AoE, like a Nagmon.
Yes.
I mean, she can also be west.
Yeah, no. I'm just talking like to split the tanks and healers.
Oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Like for each side, like east and west, there's always going to be only one tank, one healer, and 2 DPS. So the DPS can choose like one of them always goes north and the other one goes south, and then like we can do tanks north and healers south, or opposite, healers north and tanks south. That way you don't have to try and figure out a pair on the fly.
Or you have the healer and DPS on her side, and then tank and a DPS in front of her, like at the side. So if she's on this side, for example, you have a DPS and a healer here, and then another pair like up here in front of her, another one on this side, and then another one here. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like a rectangle.
Yeah, exactly.
It really depends on how big
the
Agmon is.
Well, this is the other assumption, and we're also assuming that a tank needs a partner, because we don't know if it hits exceptionally hard on the healers or not, because we haven't gotten that far.
Okay, let's see.
But assuming so if we're assuming one, well, do we know who's going with who? Where? No, we just winging it.
No, we don't.
Just pick your favorite DPS healers and tanks.
Making them choose.
And are we doing a line or the rectangle thing? And if we're doing one or the other, we'll be standing where?
Let's try. The line might not work because we might not have time to get.
That's my concern.
Yeah.
Like, why not use the real estate in front of her?
Can we stop calling it real estate?
It is free real estate, though.
Okay.
It is real estate, but...
So you're thinking like a person here, like, and a person.
Let's say a pair here on this side, another pair on her other side. That gives a lot of room, and then the other 2 pairs in front of her. Yeah.
Okay, so we have like the melee close. So we have the Drake there, me here, and the tanks.
Let's say
pick a DPS here. Michi, you come to me for example.
All the healers on the melee, like next to her here, and then the tanks and the ranged, up here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I would stand here, and we'd make like a square in front of her.
Yeah, and then Ali would be with me here, for example, and then Lunchbox would be up here with Ash, for example. If she were on the side, for example. Otherwise, basically, healers and melee are closest to the edge. That's a easy way of thinking of it. Healers and melee to the edge, and then ranged and tanks like in front of her, or closer to the center, should I say, wherever she happens to be.
Does that make sense, step one?
Hope so.
Sure. It's gonna make more sense when we try it, I'm sure.
Yeah, the melee and healers always to the edge, the tanks.
I'm always to the left, so I'm always will go to the left edge.
Yeah, if you're looking at the boss, it's to the left.
Yeah, and obviously if we have to reverse, it's the same. Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Well, at least we have one.
Again, I bet this phase is going to repeat what we didn't see the first time, so it's not going to be so daunting.
Until it doesn't.
Not far. I almost killed Larry there.
Buster.
Oh no!
Oh, what?
We were baited!
Yeah.
I was waiting for that one to happen finally.
Oh my god! What a troll! So the first time we've seen it be north and south.
I think
Just
so.
random.
What a troll!
So how do we tell which way she's going?
She does the tethers, the way she's gonna do the
Oh,
AoEs,
right,
just
right.
to watch for it. I don't think anyone was watching just because they're so used to it going east and west.
Yeah, I was watching when my tether breaks, and then I was like, oh, I forgot to watch the watch it again.
Well, it's fun. We just have to watch out for that now. We could blame Muji. Probably his fault.
Blame
Oh,
your
it's
face.
blinking.
But why are you holding us back like this, Muji? Come on.
Your face is holding us back.
His class is holding us back by a major.
I have mantra. Like, you should all be thanking me.
Everyone's quiet, James. Let that sink in.
It's cold out.
I messed up my opener. Not Clara?
Oof! I saw that.
I'm gonna put a shield up.
Buster.
God, I wasn't
think they're
watching
at
it.
the sides.
Oh, just thank you, Ash. Thank you, Ash.
Anti-air. So form your square, I guess. Or, yeah.
No.
No.
It's a daisy.
No.
That's a terrible square.
Yeah, it was a bit all over the place. Yeah.
I thought the melee were going like close to the edge.
We don't
but
have a
no.
lot of time, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to organize that. What's a good way to organize that?
Also, the puddles will still be there, so I really don't know where to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of in the way, yeah.
I don't have any ideas.
I mean,
Unless
if we
we-
just take a few steps back. I mean, we don't have to Like, as a ranged people, we don't have to be super close to the boss, do we?
No, but then if it does the wide thing, you have to be relatively close to it. Not be
Well, how
hit by
quick
that.
does it do the wide thing? Can we, like, pop sprint and make it, or is it too quick?
I'm not sure. Like, it happens fairly quick. It's like same time between the first mechanic and the second.
She doesn't
mechanic.
do the wide angle though, no?
She does, right after.
Yeah.
So,
On that
like, she
pattern,
Was
does...
that the wide angle? That was the thing right after the wide angle, right? Or am I wrong? I might
Yeah.
be wrong.
So there's that was the anti-air, which is the AoE right around her, then like the explosions on everyone, and then after that is an angle thing. And then there's the wide angle, which is another pattern, which is the wide angle, the lasers, and then the AoE thing around her.
I'm sure we're overcomplicating this somehow.
Oh
Probably.
yeah, definitely.
Maybe.
Nice, I will take that as a yes.
It's a yes.
Well, what about like a hint, like just a teeny hint? Just a
For the
Are
puddles,
we
like,
hot? Are we cold? Are we yes? Are we no?
well, I'll just say that the. Okay. Okay. What? How to say this? Okay, let's just say that when the knockback happens, like we don't have to be so spread out.
Hmm.
When the knockback happens.
When the knockback happens, like with the way the
The initial
Like,
brambles
knockback,
drop.
yeah.
The puddles don't need to be dropped so far out, so close to the edge. Is that what you're saying?
Well, not really.
I like how creative you're having to be with the hint.
We do.
Can I just say where to drop the puddles?
I mean, I don't mind.
I don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah, go for
Okay,
it.
so like the puddles should be dropped way to the side, like on the edge, and one should be dropped at cardinals, and then two around one here and one here, and the next one is again the cardinal.
So like clock position kind of thing.
Sort of,
Sort of, but not
But-
really.
yeah. But you got it right that like first that it's DPS and healers and tanks, like on opposite sides.
Yeah, that had to make sense. It's like Titania and that. But I'm not really. Is it like? Are we like kind of close with the markers then? Do we just go further out?
Yeah, I think these two are pretty good. Just
Is
leave
that
gap,
it?
gap between them so that you can run straight through to this corner from the opposite side. And the same.
So literally, just kind of where we're going, but a lot closer to the edge, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just there should be one puddle at each corner. Now, hopefully, I'm not gonna pull this. Like one here and one here, and same for the other two cardinals.
But then in the
And
corners. you
Then
mean?
the other two puddles can be around here and here. Just go to the straight
Oh,
edge.
okay.
Trap it to the
so-
edge, not here, but here.
So
Then
it's
there's a
corner
gap-
based.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that
see what you're saying.
this corner stays clear and you have a straight shot run into it.
So it's kind of like a line of the markers, like where they are now, but just in the cardinals instead of like all around the arena.
Yeah, so like when we get knocked back, like someone gets knocked back more here and then drops a puddle here.
I'm just gonna move these quickly. So kind of like this is what
Yep.
you're suggesting. Get a little line, and then we swap.
So there's a clear space around here. Actually, I think the puddle should be around at this part. Yeah.
Okay, I think you've lost me now.
Okay, so one puddle here,
Mm-hmm.
one here, one
Let's do this.
here, and one on C.
More like that then.
Yes.
That's like 5 puddles.
No, that's 4.
4? Where's the
Actually,
other?
Or
math.
then you know it.
If the bot is on the south side, right?
Put A, B, C, D at the cardinals, and the numbers at the off spots.
Yep.
So like put A north directly behind her, against the wall.
No, you can. I'm terrible at markers, so if someone else wants to do it, it's fine as well. Like B on the side, or
B would be, yeah, you got it.
let's C at the back and D at the ha.
And then, Teague, if you want to mark the spots you're talking about, with 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Sure. Just gonna put one. Just a second. I have to use this with a controller and a mouse, so this is a bit hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second.
I also play with the controller.
We probably won't have time for another pull because I know Moji has to go in a second.
Come on.
Yes.
Okay, here. And
But we can at least save the markers for next turn.
here.
That. Well, that is an interesting way of doing it. Like,
Okay, this is gonna be interesting to place. Okay, maybe around here. I am not entirely sure if it's.
I can distract the boss while you place the markers.
Might be a bit off, but something like that.
Relative area, yeah. That leaves
So,
2 corners
okay,
completely open.
Yeah, so you have lots of running space.
1 and 2 might be too close to each other, but
The only thing that kind of confused me with this is like the wide angle lens, because if it's north and south, where would you go in that case?
You would all
Between
go to
them?
one corner, right? You would all like say, go to one corner, since
yeah. So maybe if DPS start here and tanks and healer on the opposite side, we just run straight towards the opposite corner to break the tethers, and then we just have to figure out if it's the west or south.
Okay.
Okay. What's the safe spot? But always run to corner, then it doesn't really matter where the safe spot. It's just you go left or right.
Let me save these markers. I like that we were like fairly close though,
Mhm.
like not that far off.
Yep.
Muji, you need to go now,
Mhm.
right?
And like this is
Yeah.
not the not the only right thing you get, because I saw another strat for this, but I just thought this one is way easier. A lot less hassle with the tethers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you initially started explaining, I linked a strat in the Discord. I thought you were talking about that one, but as it went on, it was clearly a different pattern.
Let me actually make Tika a whooped.
James Erpt.
What a wonderful name.
Okay, now I can see things.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't realize you weren't doing the
Yeah, I
commissions.
figured there might be some hidden channels when I saw the different roles here. So, yeah, nice.
So we can talk about people behind their backs. Okay, so we'll go back to a fairly more casual thing if everyone's happy to continue like this.